Right, tip number 7 is to basically think of your head as a gyroscope, and this will help you keep your balance quite a lot. Now, you see a lot of people, particularly with side thrust kicks, as they're kicking, the body leans over, and already I'm losing my balance just doing it because it's an unnatural movement. So when you kick, you've got to try and keep as little movements as you can with your head. When you start off doing martial arts, it's about how much you put into it. As you get more advanced, it's more about what you take out. And what we're looking to take out here is any unnecessary head movements, because it will help you with your balance, and it will help you to prevent giving away any clues about what movements or techniques you're about to do. So from the side thrust kick, as you do the kick, you make sure the head stays still. So if I do it towards you, if you watch the head more than the kick, you'll see very little side-to-side movements. But you'll very often see beginners and intermediate grades coming over here. The head is, as you lean over, your whole balance goes, your posture goes, and you can't turn your hips into techniques properly. So again, watching the head stays behind the technique at all times. Now, also with a roundhouse kick or a front kick, very often people will lean backwards as they're doing the kick to try and get the height. Now, that's a bad structure as well, because my body weight's going that way and my kick is going that way. So you're going to lose balance, you're going to lose power. What you want to think of is gentle forward feeling in your head as you're doing the technique. So again, watch the head more than the technique in this. But as I do the roundhouse kick, you see very little movement with the head, and it's going straight forward. If you watch it from the front, again, very little side-to-side movement with the head. You'll find that will help you to keep your balance a lot more if you can keep your head still as straight as you can. Okay, tip number 8, we're going to look at the back thrust kick, because it is a kick that a lot of people have a lot of problems with. Now, first of all, to look at the movements of the back thrust kick, if we start with a front kick, where we step back, that step back movement is really very much what you're doing with your back thrust kick. Thrusting it back, okay? Well, when you do the kick, you just thrust it back a little bit higher. So, you've done the front kick, the knee's high, you thrust backwards. Now, where a lot of people have a problem is when they're doing this with a turn. So you've got the circular turning movement, then you've got the straight kicking movement, and if you try and put them together, you end up with an elliptical movement, which you've got to try and avoid. You've got to try and do the turn first, and then the linear movement. So if you're looking from the side, if I step and turn to look the other way, then first of all, I've turned almost into a forward stance, but facing the opposite way. I'm going to kick that way, but I've just turned into a forward stance facing that way. So now I'm in my position to do a linear movement. So it's turn first, get your forward stance in the other way. Now, as I lift my foot off the floor, I've already got body momentum going backwards, just by lifting up to there. And my momentum is going in a linear method rather than in a circular method. So it's turn, little front stance pointing the other way, lift the leg, thrust, and turn. If you try and do the kick as you're still spinning, then you end up with something like that, which puts you off balance and it doesn't work. So the basic tip here is make sure you do the turn first and then the thrust. It will feel a little bit slow at first and a little bit clumsy, but it will actually work better for you.